Hey everybody, welcome to Psychology 3305, the Psychology of Personality. My name is Professor Vicki Alger, and I'm going to be your professor over the next 8 weeks as we look into the various theorists and their ideas of where our personality comes from. So some of the names you'll be really familiar with as you've taken other psychology classes. We'll talk about Sigmund Freud, and we'll talk about Carl Jung and Erik Erikson and Abraham Maslow, Carl Rogers. But there will be some other names that might be less familiar to you, like Alfred Adler or Karen Horney, or some of the other theorists that we'll be talking about throughout the semester or throughout the course. So, one of the things that we're going to really be looking at is how did these theorists develop their theory of personality? Because some of them are very, very different. So, where did they come up with their ideas? What were their childhoods like? And did those childhoods and those childhood experiences influence their development of their personality theorists? Or were there things that happened to them in adulthood that influenced the way that they view the development of personality? So we're going to be taking a look at each of these theorists throughout the course, and each week you will be doing discussion board posts as well as journal entries, really looking at the various theorists as well as their theories, as well as some of their assessment techniques that they use to assess personalities. And then what you're going to have the opportunity to do is kind of figure out what is your theory of personality and where does that come from. So very first thing right off the bat, first week of class, what you're going to do is you're going to write your own autobiography. So you're going to delve a little deep and kind of figure out, where did your personality come from? Was it influenced by your genetics? Was it influenced by your environment? Were there certain things that happened to you throughout your life that have formed and helped to develop the person that you have become? So you're going to look at, where did your personality come from? And then at the end of the course, you have a major paper that's due where your personality, your autobiography, is basically going to become a case study. And you're going to use two different psychologist theories from the session, from the course that we've talked about. So you might choose, I don't know, Freud and Adler, or you might choose Carl Jung and Erik Erikson. And you're going to use your autobiography as a case study for each of these theorists to evaluate and analyze, where do they think that your personality came from. So throughout the course, we're going to be, again, looking through all these different theorists, but you're also going to be kind of formulating in the back of your mind as you go through these, which ones do you feel like fit? Which ones do you agree with? Which ones do you take bits and pieces and say, yeah, I can see that inferiority might have an impact on the person that I become, or my birth order might have an impact on the person that I become, or it might just be completely internal. It might be the way that I was born, and I'm just like my mom, or I'm just like my dad, and that's where my personality came from. So you're going to have an opportunity to not only look at the theorists, but to also look at your own personality and analyze that based on the theorists that we talk about throughout the course. So it's a very interesting, very exciting course. I'm glad that you are all in the course and look forward to getting to know each of you throughout the course. Make sure you keep up with the announcements. Remember, all of our online courses are half the time as we have for our full courses. So instead of 16 weeks, you got 8 weeks to get your work done. So make sure that you keep up with everything and don't get behind, because that can make it really challenging. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. All of my information is in About Your Professor, and you can always get a hold of me through email or in my office during office hours, etc. So look forward to, again, getting to know you throughout the course, and good luck with everything.